What's going on, my Fly Happy family? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome if you're new. Yo, I suspected it. I thought it was going to go down, and it went exactly as I thought it would. The WNBA has denied the proposal that we all have seen, fam. We are about to get all the way into it, but before we do that, y'all make sure y'all hit the like and hype for your boy if you like the content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 35.5, so if you can help me out with that, I highly appreciate it. And don't forget to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this one. Let's get it. All right, so Alexa Philippou ended up putting us up on game, man, letting us know what's going on with this CBA negotiation. Did the players accept what the proposal came out to be with the 1.1 million as a max, 460 as an average, and 220 as a minimum? Let's get right into it, man. I got to drop into my other scene so y'all can see her. Oh, my goodness. Let's get into it.
The league brought us a new proposal to the table this week that included salary increases. How was that received by the players?
Well, George, I'm hearing that the players and the WNBA do not feel like this proposal moves things forward. And if you look at the numbers that came out with this report, you see a salary maximum reported of $1.1 million, a minimum of $220,000, an average salary of $460,000. But the issue that the players and that the WNBA seem to have with this proposal is that it does not meaningfully actually apply their request to have a revenue share system in the next collective bargaining agreement. And so what they want, and the players have really been really consistent in this message, is that they feel that the salary system needs to grow with the business, and that so far that this proposal does not include that to the extent that they've been asking for. And so there's a lot of work left to be done in bargaining for them to move this forward into the direction where we can actually be talking about a deal anytime soon.
As I stated, I didn't see anything about that revenue share. It's at 9%. And I'm like, I don't see how it's going to increase. I know that's what they're asking for. I just don't see where they would get it from. You know, and I saw people saying, you know, they got leverage. They have leverage. They have the leverage to do it. I'm like, what leverage do they have to get that? To get that revenue share to go up? It's not going to happen. I just don't see it, fam. I do not see it happening. So seeing that revenue share is not going to move, they found another way to get them some more money, found a way to actually make the salaries increase as the years go by. So I'm just like, okay, you do know the condition that the WNBA is in. Now I'll go right back over what I said in the other videos. You have to get rid of the other two parties. The only way you are going to see more revenue share is if you buy out the NBA and buy out the third party investors. That's the only way that revenue percentage is going to go up, fam. Other than that, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you're going to do it. I don't know how you're going to do it. It was amazing that they even found a way to get to 1.1 million as a max, 460 as an average, and 220 as a minimum. It is amazing that they even figured that out, which, like I stated before, I saw some comments saying, oh, I told you so. I'm like, fam, I never said that they weren't going to get more money. As we heard Adam Silver said, he's going to find ways to get more efficient in certain spots, and that's going to increase the player's salary. That's what's going to happen. That's what happened right here. It's amazing that they figured out how to get a tad bit more efficient in other areas this early and this fast. But nonetheless, the biggest problem is the revenue share. That's the biggest problem. That's where I'm saying they don't have any leverage to get. That's where I'm saying it's not going to go their way. That's where I'm saying both sides are going to feel like they are getting had in this situation. The players are not going to see that revenue share, man. It's flat out obvious what's going to happen. Y'all are going to get more money, but that revenue share is not going to move. It's not going to move, man. It's too many hands in the cookie jar. It's too many hands, man. It's too many hands. And this is why I always bring up, You have to remember the timeline, where you're at in the history of the WNBA. It's like y'all want to be where the NBA is at with the revenue share, but the NBA has done way more years than you guys. You have to work up to that. It's like they want it all in one go. Yeah, honestly, if they are hung up on this revenue share, I don't know if we see another year. I don't know if we see a 2026. And then the thing is like, let's say they do sit out 2026. You think that's going to make the WNBA say, hey, you know what? All right, we'll increase the revenue share. They have to understand the league has to function. The league has to survive off a percentage of that money. They're breaking half off to you all, which I don't even care anymore what anybody says. They want half. I done heard Kelsey Plum said in an interview. Asia Wilson came out and said they wanted to resemble or look alike, right, of what the NBA is doing with their revenue share. And it's just impossible to do that. At least right now, it's impossible to do that. Y'all are not structured like the NBA. It's a little bit to finish here. I'm going to let y'all hear it.
Do we know what that revenue share would look like?
That is still something that has a lot of ambiguity around and is not yet clear to the players. And
Great
so
word.
that's another question that they're asking and want to get some solutions on.
It's a reason why they are not talking about it. It's because I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening, man. As much as I love the WNBA, regardless of all the nonsense that went on this year, last year, I still have a certain love for the game that they bring, the women, these players, what they're bringing to the courts. I don't see them getting a bigger revenue share. They've been fighting this number for the longest. I knew that was the main problem. I knew that was the main problem when they said no to the 800,000 max. When they said no to that, I said, yeah, they really want that revenue share. They want that revenue share. Now you denying 1.1 million. My whole thing is, like I stated before, look at where you're at right now in the history of the WNBA. And it's not like you all won't be able to renegotiate another CBA down the line, right? Go ahead, take what you can, and then down the line, let's see where you're at. And then maybe then you will be able to get more revenue share. And, you know, it sucks for them because they have to deal with what was going on in the past with the players that came before them. And it's like, yeah, you know, you have these players that give those players that came before them props on building the league and all of that. Well, this is what they left y'all with. This is what they left y'all with. So you have to understand, okay, this is where the league is at now. We have to take our time to get it right. Take our time to reverse the damage that was done as far as taking care of the league and making money, right? This is what was built on those shoulders of the players that y'all praise. That's just my thing, man. Hopefully they don't get too gritty and just shut it all down, because that would be the worst thing to do. That would be the worst thing to do. I don't think they should try to get it all in one go right here, but I do feel like they've done a good job holding out, trying to get more money on these salaries, and you have it, which I figured they would get more money on the salary. But asking for that revenue share, it's not making sense, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section, how do y'all feel about what's going on with this CBA negotiation after hearing the refusal of the 1.1 million max on the salary? Oh my goodness. Let me know in the comment section. I love y'all. Y'all keep it smooth.